Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well, keeping out of mischief. Oh, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know I've been away. I haven't been feeling very well. We need to try and find a category system and stuff. It's not stuff, right? It's not cold flu, blah blah blah, man flu, blah blah blah. It's connected to the accident that we don't talk about, right? Years ago, it's just stuff. Can't control it. It happens, and yeah. So for the new boys and girls, yeah, it's nothing I can do. When I'm ill, I'm ill. Yeah, and it's one of them. So I hope everybody's all right, and all that malarkey. I tweeted something. I don't often mention that we're on the Twitter sphere. Remember that? You remember that when that was a thing? But occasionally I say something profound and interesting over there. Occasionally. Once every Thursday, I think. Every other Thursday, sorry. Yeah, I know. But it's Friday. But the thing is, I happened to tweet out saying about this whole Reeves rental malarkey that she's already confessed to the crime. It's a crime, allegedly, supposedly, for not getting this license. It's got nothing to do with independent advisors. It's got nothing to do with what Starmer says. It's got nothing to do with anything. Right? Or ministerial codes and blah, 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 all that rubbish, yeah? It's got nothing to do with it. All it is very simply, she's confessed to a crime. So process her, yeah? Don't shield her, process her. It's very simple. I think it's very simple. I don't know about you, but it's very simple. And then Flower Power replied to that message. It's actually getting a lot of likes and a lot of retweets and stuff as well, which I'm like, oh, I'm almost internet famous, but look at me in pixel form. Go, baby, go. But Flower Power, it's their fault. Replied to it and going, can we have a tarot reading on that, please? And I was like, you know what? Go on then. We're in the zone where stuff proper hits the fan. That we've been, because it was, and I've been reflecting on this as well while I've been, ill, whatever. But, when was it? It was kind of like early summer. I think it was predicted that it was kind of, end of September, all of October, beginning of November, where craziness has gone down, and I think we'll find. I think we're on track on the craziness there, and so this is part of that. I'm just gonna check in and find that and malarkey and stuff. So let's find out, where is this going to go with Rachel Reeves' rental property and stuff like that. Isn't it also amazing? And this is like asterisk footnote observation. This is not a statement. This is an observation. Isn't it fascinating that all these kind of liberal-y, kind of socialist-y type people, the amount of houses and mansions they have. Has anyone else noticed that? Isn't the one of the leaders of one of the unions have got like 6 or 7 of them, rental properties and stuff? Isn't it amazing how like they're speaking for the working people, and yet they've got vast estates. It's just an observation. I don't know. Have you noticed it? Comment down below. It's just pondery face. It's like, how's this work? Especially when none of them have actually done like an actual job in their lives or owned a business or like, you know what I mean? It's like, how have you accumulated what? Something doesn't add up here. Observation, it's just, I'm not saying there's like specifics or anything. I'm just like, it's an observation. It's just like, something doesn't seem quite right. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem right. Anyway, so let's find out what's going on here. I thought the cards were ready, and then they were like, oh, no, we just like being fondled with. Give us a chance. Are we... One more. All right, one more. There we go. Is that done? Oh, lovely. So here we go. So let's find out where is this going with the Rachel Reeves rental. Very lovely indeed. So... 5 of Wands. Conflict, yes. Yes, there is. Isn't there just... Very, very interesting. 7 of Swords. Deception, betrayal, sneaky buggers, thieves in the night energy. Yep. Page of Wands. This is my Googling card. Research, data, information. Yeah. Finding out how to do things. Finding out about stuff. Googling around. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. These feel like 2 separate entities. This feels like Labour government in general right now. This feels journalistic-y kind of. Yeah, there's definitely 2 separate energies here. Let's have a look. Emperor. Ooh, that feels like watchdoggy kind of authority entity. Could be the council, whatever, I don't know, this little borough or whatever it's bloody called in. Could be them. As the Emperor there. I don't know if that doesn't feel like a judge, though. It doesn't feel like a court case. It doesn't feel like as such. Let's have a look here. There's Starmer. It's been a while. I need to get it out of my system. You know what I mean? Looking at this ruling, statement could be, but that yeah. Sorry, it's getting a bit warm in here. I'm going to flash a bit of wrist. Oh, look at them go. This, it's not how they expected it to go. So I don't think this is independent advisory type people. That is already, Isn't it also amazing that the postal system works so late at night? Isn't that interesting? Around about 11:30, I think she sent hers at like 11:15, 11:10, something like that, and he replied within minutes, didn't he? He was like, "Oh wow, isn't that interesting?" Especially if you looked at the date, like not the dates, the addresses on the letterheads. They had far to move. They were like, it wasn't just next door. It was around the corner at least. It was like a couple of 100 yards. That's very interesting. So, anyways, gotta have a laugh, don't you? But yeah, Starmer here, looking at whatever they've said, but it doesn't feel as it's they're like completely on the same track or in this. There's like it feels like a caveat, kind of their get out of free jail card type of thing, if you get me. This definitely feels like there's a lot of people involved. This is definitely kind of Labour in general, government in general. This is Starmer. Like I said, that's a whistleblowery kind of, could be, but they've got the authority on it, whatever that is. Anyway, moving on. Page of Pentacles. This triangulation here also feels a bit off, in the sense that, like I said, this is kind of like journalistic-y kind of area. They've got the facts, they're researching the facts and stuff like that. The Knight of Pentacles here it's almost as if they're changing the story or releasing, because it's 2 cards, releasing the story drip by drip kind of thing. Or there's something here where the page of all things, shockingly, the Page of Pentacles looks, or it feels like the real news, but it's kind of hidden away type thing. It's kind of on the back, like it's just sneaked out at like a stupid o'clock when people are asleep kind of thing. It's that sort of energy. So, but I notice how this line here, for the new boys and girls, we always look at how the cards are touching each other, where they line up, that kind of thing. And this is the foundation of the reading. Okay, so we have the foundation, the snapshot of now, as it were. Then we'll do some gossip in the middle and then an outcome at the end. Okay, so that's what we always do on this channel. If you enjoy it, subscribe, ding the bell. Why not? Now, but they're all looking, because we like looking at the pretty pictures, they're all looking towards the Emperor, who's kind of like puffed out chest. Look at me. I am the ruler of the roost type energy. But this feels like the other shoe dropping, but it's sneaked out sort of thing. 8 of Wands, quick movement, quick decisions. Fool card, taking a leap of faith, new beginnings, exciting stuff. 4 of Swords, calm the F down, chill out, relaxed, taking a beat, taking a moment. This feels as if this is all, like, especially with the 3 kind of, as an example, this could be kind of like the editor of certain newspapers and outlets and stuff. Stuttery Starmer, as we've mentioned, eyes on the prize sort of thing. Emperor here, the authority. They're all kind of looking at each other kind of energy. They're all kind of, it's orchestrated in some way, shape or form. It's, but I don't like it. That central section there, I don't like it. It feels kind of insidious kind of energy. It feels, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of energy. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Overarching 8 of Swords, they're trapped. They ain't going nowhere. 4 of Wands, underlying energy, happy home, 11-11, make a wish, celebrations, enjoyment. Could be marriage and proposals, but normally it's a bit of a party, yeah? This feels like you and me. This feels like technicalities, remember they promised transparency and integrity and like bringing equality of you remember that? Of parliamentary kind of shenanigans, all that kind of rub. Yeah, how's that going? I think that was even in the manifesto, wasn't it? I can't remember. It's so far along time past stuff, but yeah, it's a caliber of a new way of doing things and stuff. It's just been one scandal after another, isn't it? It's just shenanigans. Anyway. I've just noticed even the mole is looking this way. They're all looking about, please sort this out. But reminder, because like I said, it's being manipulated and crazy and all that kind of stuff. She's already confessed. It's not, it's not estate agent's apologies. It's not that person over there. It's not that thing over there. It's not ministerial codes. It's not the blah. She's confessed to the alleged, this criminality type thing. Yeah? She's already confessed to it. So just sort her out. Go through the process. Sort her out. Oh, but I'd love to see how many other people get this sort of off the hook kind of thing, But let's find out here with the gossip. These are feeling a little sticky. They're like staticky. They're a bit difficult to fondle with, as you will. So, like I said, if you're new here, please subscribe, ding-a-ling the bell and all that jazz while I'm doing this. Thummy like generally helps out the channel. There is confusion amongst us all in here at the Greatest Good Village that some people can see the hype button, others can't see the hype button. There doesn't seem to be any way to... It seems hit and miss who gets the hype button. I don't know. If you get the hype button, please click it. Why not? You get 3 clicks a week, what I can gather, but sometimes I see the hype button myself and sometimes I don't. I don't quite understand this hype button malarkey. And comment down below if you're reading along, if you know in particular these people. And that's also where you can put suggestions for future readings and questions and things like that. So thank you for everybody who does that. It genuinely helps out. So... And also, thummy like. You can upvote so I know who actually wants to see it and that kind of thing. So, anyway, let's do this bad boy. Oh, surprise. Cooey! Surprise. Notice that is on the internal conflicts and stuff like that. They really didn't see this coming. This feels very... Normally, these cards here are... people enlightened. Yeah. Normally these cards are you and me. Kind of awakening, realization. This is like, oh crap. Technical term. 7 of Swords, sneaky buggers, thieves in the night energy, kind of basically betrayal and nastiness. Returning to normal, trying to get back to normal. So that's Labour. Let's have a look here. Bombardment, the drone strike, the bombardment on social media, the bombardment in the media, that kind of stuff. I'm really, when we get to it, I want to know about these two. Yeah. Holding power. Notice that's on the first offer, the first publishing, the mainstream headlines type thing. Holding power. We want to keep everything stable because we're all part of it together type thing. So, sort of energy over there. Emperor. Shake up. So the Emperor's not going to play ball. The authority here, the whistleblower, the council, whatever it may be, they are like, nah. We're not going to be party political type thing. We're neutral, that kind of stuff, allegedly. Planned outcome. Illusion. Planned outcome is very... It's like a smirk behind their back is the best way to describe it. This distraction illusion thing here with the holding power, I think this is the other, like I said, the other bit. And it's almost as if they feel the media side here. They've done enough to keep status quo, as it were. I may need to get the dinky deck out about this. Because there is some sort of relationship between these two here that needs a bit of clarity, a little bit of kind of dig a little deeper. There's something between that. So, quick decisions, good outcome. Remember, the celebrations, you and me. Good outcome between whoever this authority is and Starmer. The good outcome is coming. Taking the mini leap of faith, or sorry, the leap of faith, I should say. That's the Fool card, not the 6. I was thinking the 6 of Swords there, which is obviously moving from stormy waters into calmer shores. So that's a mini leap of faith, normally, right? So this is the big leap of faith, the proper new cycle, new beginnings, new start, all that kind of stuff. Breakthrough. Some sort of calling it out there. Like I said, dinky deck in a sec. Right. Four of Swords. Ooh, I mean, to get Dinky Deck there. This is some sort of higher authority, this feels like. It's some sort of... And what I mean by that is not God Spirit Universe. It doesn't feel like Charlie Boy. But like another level of judicial, or it just feels like it's almost like pulling rank, kind of going like Court of Appeal, or you know what I mean, like the next level up. There's something there. Kind of, it's not over, as it were. Classified knowledge, overarching energy. There's more to come. Stock up, prepare. Ooh. There is something here, and sometimes we kind of put this on the record. This feels like it's not necessarily connected to this. It feels more like it's almost like this came first, and then this is the outcome. This is almost like preparing. They know their ship is sinking. They know they're preparing, get moving. The classified knowledge, I'm trying to explain it, and I'm doing a really bad job. Classified knowledge feels as if this is their war chest. And when I mean there, I mean like higher echelons of labor. Yeah? There's a reason why this information came out now. There's a reason why certain things happen at certain times. And this is what I mean by this war chest of data and information. This feels as if they've been biding their time. They know where it's going, as it were, the budget, that kind of thing. And so they're kind of laying the tracks. They're preparing for like, got to let it go. Got to sort the, that kind of thing. The excuses are being laid now, as it were. I'll say this, though, with that, because it's just plopped in a little bit. There are too many spanners in the works for this classified knowledge, war chest, kind of armory of data. The spanners in the works are the things like the Ukrainians. Remember them? That somehow knew where Starmer used to live, and other properties that he owned, and the old car that he had, not the latest one, the previous one, that kind of thing. That court case is now, they've all pleaded not guilty, so there's actually got to be a court case about it, and actually knowing, allegedly, on the record, their connections and things, if there was one, that kind of stuff. So that feels like a spanner in the works that they weren't prepared for. And so this war chest that was... and this is completely alleged, but this is what I'm getting. Okay? Legally, completely alleged, making it up, this whole thing's a lie, etc., for legal purposes. What I've just got there from that classified knowledge is there are reasons why these people on the cabinet, for example, in an ilk, that kind of thing, have their places, as it were. Completely alleged, completely made up. It's got an energy of they've got crap on everyone, the inner circle, Stuttery Starmer, that kind of thing. That's it. And it feels as if that they weren't expecting these other things to come out. People doing same thing to them, if you get me. That's kind of the real relationship up here. That bartering, I think is the best word for it, of data on people in specific places so that they can use, manipulate, destroy talent against them, kind of thing, act innocent about it. There's something between these two and this. It's almost as like they're not playing ball anymore, though. There is something with this breakthrough down here. There is something here that the bridge is burnt. It's not functioning anymore. That kind of energy. So let me quickly dinky deck planned outcome and distraction illusion here. Can we dinky deck clarify those two, the relationship between those two, because that's really what I'm getting here. What's going on for the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. It's rule number one. It is rule number one. Okay, I've been told 3. Foundations, it coming in. Oh. The 3 of Pentacles, when it came out, the foundations, teamwork, working together, is basically what we were talking about. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is somehow feedback coming in, going, this is not going to work anymore. This is the basis of it falling apart for this relationship, whatever it is, this deal. King of Wands, Stuttery Starmer. You will do it anyway, type thing. Overarcher, 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Hawk Lady. Oh, we've missed her. This feels like the vision of Stuttery Starmer with the King of Wands. Vision, intent, goal. Their utopia, if you will. Which, if you look into what utopia actually means in, I believe, Greek, it's kind of it can't exist. It doesn't exist. Utopia is like a fool's errand. But that's where he wants to go. 4 of Wands, once again, the celebration. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. It's every action is exposing the rottenness, if you will. I'm trying to find words that are not legally binding. You know, it's that kind of, you can read into that whatever you want, but I'm saying rottenness of the situation, and not just this situation further afield. So this relationship is breaking down. Because even they are kind of smelling the roses, seeing how, you know, reading the room, metaphor, you know, they can see where this is going, especially with the bombardment of this, like calling it out. It's almost now they've got their own tail, the media, whatever, their tail between their legs, because they're just like, we've got to survive ourselves, thanks, kind of thing. That's the sort of energy I'm getting over here. Wow. You know what? I'm going to keep, I've been told to keep it in. Okay. Assistance, help, support, going to this higher level, leveling up type thing. Can we clarify them as well? I don't normally do double dinky deck, but a DDD, is that what but I feel it's necessary. I've just been reminded. You remember back in the day where, and this is gonna like show me up a bit, but when the internet was like just being birthed, there were those numpties, and I mean that in a love and affection sort of way. There were those numpties who thought it was quicker to go, instead of saying www dot blah blah blah, you know, they would go woo woo woo. Yeah, do you know the ones that are that's like, oh, they were normally the ones with the do you remember that looked like a tusk, the Bluetooth headset they would constantly have on, even if they weren't driving, even if they were it's those sorts of people with one of those pleather phone holsters, you know, the one do you know the person I'm talking about? Yeah, I just, when I said DDD, kind of came to mind. Don't normally double dinky deck. That's like, anyway, sorry, right, I had to say it because I was yeah, enjoying my time. Right, cut 3, here we go. Hangman, that feels caught up, what we're talking here. Trapped, 8 of Swords, stuck, yeah, tied up in their plate. Devil, ooh, and love, ooh, no, ooh, we've got the mirroring here. Ooh, they know it's evil. They know it's bad. They know it's rottenness. You heard nothing, Jon Snow. We meant rotten. And they're trying to be purified is what I get here. I know lovers is normally a choice and like a decision and that, but this feels like purification by a higher order, a higher place. Like I said, law or Court of Appeals, Supreme Court, blah, 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 ministerial court, whatever, yeah? But they want this purification. They know they're screwed up. Right, overarching energy. 2 of Cups, trying to, like, yeah, make a pact, make a partnership. Can you sort us out here, please, love? Emperor, going back to here, shook up. It's not right. It's like the authority has spoken wrongly over here. We want to rectify it. We need partners to deal with this. Can you sort it out? Whatever that happens there, that press release, the arrest, the whatever it is, that this whistleblowery type energy I'm getting here, this council thing, whatever, the authority here that does a thing that they're not supposed to do because everyone else is playing ball, why aren't you? Yeah, screws it up, and they need this purification with their mates type thing. Wow. So now we've resolved that. Now we've resolved all that shenanigans. That's a word, chap. First, I'm going to have a slurp. Oh, I need a slurp of coffee. Cheers, my dears. I hope you enjoy yourself with your slurp. I hope I hope this is becoming a tradition. I don't know. This is the first time I'm asking. I hope people turn up with their own tea and coffee. Sit down and kind of like, we can slurp in sync together, you know. Maybe treat yourself to a biscuit or two. You know. Biscuit. See, that was a good ad. Fox's Biscuit, you know. Anyway, you know, compared to good ads, bad ads, that kind of thing. It's like, that was a good ad. Wasn't it a polar bear? No, not a polar bear. It was a panda on a leather chair, wasn't it? Slightly dignified compared to the smash or whatever it was back from the 70s even. I've seen the clips. It's like, what were you smoking, boys and girls, at the time? with those aliens. What were you smoking? If the brown furniture, walls, and how did you see anyone? It's happening again. We had this indoors. Sorry, I'm shuffling, so waffle time. But the had this conversation a couple of days ago with her indoors, and the pennies finally dropped and the connection's been made, because I was like, because they're talking with their mates. Their mates want to do some decorating. They're putting in a new kitchen and stuff, and everything's monochrome. Everything's grey. It's soulless, and we're like basically bitching behind their back, their mate's back. Yeah, what? Don't they know colour? Are they colourblind? Are we learning something about your friend? That kind of thing. And it's just dawned on me that in the 70s, everything was brown. Or everything. Ties, shirts. I've seen the Likely Lad clips. It's like everything's brown. It's like, how did you see anyone? Everyone's just camouflaged into everything in the room. It's like just this floating head near the kitchen sink. Oh, there you are, Clive. Oh, there, I almost didn't see you there. There you go. Right. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's just maybe coming back. I'm just thinking about it. Maybe too much. Right, one more, and then we're cutting, and then we'll find the outcome together. Here we go. Cut and Seven of Pentacles. Reviewing the data, reviewing the knowledge, reviewing the information, reviewing the status of things. Fool card, taking a leap of faith again. New beginnings. So this review here feels like all the tat that we've just been speaking about. Okay, isn't that nice? Isn't that just all that rubbish? One card, done. Leap of faith, we've got it down here, haven't we? Yeah? Second time it's come out. Brilliant. Okay, so that's where we're at as a bookmark down there. Then we've got Star card, divinely guided. Oh, Five of Wands, still in conflict. Oh dear, that feels like internal, that feels like Labour. Right. The rest of it, everyone's hunky-dory. Everyone's happy, apart from Labour. It is right now. Then we've got Queen of Cups. Normally that's emotionally secure, safe, that kind of thing. But it feels like, which is normally more Knight of Cups, I get you. But it feels more like an offer, heart on sleeve, kind of. There is something there, and I'm trying to work out what it is. Is it kind of like budget manifesto, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 legal thing, whatever. I may have to come back to that. It's being a bit aloof, but it's definitely an offer. It's not security, if you get me. It's an offer for security. Okay. High Priestess. Ooh, following their intuition. But in this deck, I keep, especially in readings like this, and it's times like this where my eyes fall when I see the card. Do I fall on the lady? Ooh, hello. Or do I fall on the curtain behind her, like the Wizard of Oz? Don't look behind the curtain. In this instance, it feels like don't look behind the curtain. There's other data. There's other things going on here. There's other information that, like, they've stockpiled, like I said this a couple of weeks ago. The Bianca Del Rio drag act says that she's got a Rolodex of hate. Yeah, exactly the same thing here. It feels like, of this knowledge. There's more there. It's not stable ground, and it's like everyone knows it as well. It's interesting. Death card. Wow. It's over. Death normally is, or majority of the time, is all about rebirth, reborn, renewal. Yeah, similar to the Fool card in some respects, but it's almost like the other shoe to drop here. because everybody else has moved on. They're like behind the times, as it were, finally gone. Yeah. Six of Swords. I told you that. Moving on from Karma Shores into Karma Shores into Stormy Waters. No. The other way. Take that, flip it. Right. It's from Stormy Waters into Karma Shores. This is the mini leap of faith. This is the proper leap of faith. The full-on, full fat, no diet type malarkey here, and this here is a full-on, like, full stop, no going on. This feels here like it's almost falling on the sword before more crap comes out, is the sort of energy I'm getting. There's more to come. There's more investigations that need to happen. There's more rottenness that needs to be exposed to the light, as it were. But this is... let's do it quick before other shenanigans. Cover up kind of energy again. Yeah, that's consistent, let's be honest. Three of Wands, how did it go? Reviewing the situation. It's interesting. This is fascinating. Like, I'm just going to put these down. I never see the overarching energy until you do as well. Isn't it amazing? Like, Labour, yeah, are literally looking at the rest of us on a boat, reviewing the ships coming in. Are they going? Are they off? You know, thing. Everyone else is like, we're going. Thanks, bye. And they're looking at, they'll come back. Will they come back? Are they coming back? This, that, and the other. They're reviewing the situation. Fascinating. Right. Here we go. Final card. Three of Cups celebration. Lots of threes down here. I know it's six, but I've the way the card laid, I was seeing the Three of Swords here. I know that's heartbreak and sorrow and all that, but it's 3, 3, 3. That's what I'm saying. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. It's just like multitudes there. Overarching energy, Ace of Pentacles, planting the seed of opportunity, new ways forward. Underlying energy, truth. Absolute truth. Queen of Swords, cold-hearted, can be a bit brutal, can be a little knee-jerk reactor, but always true. You know, because sometimes knee-jerk reactor cut crap out, but it's completely truthful. Okay, so the truth is there. We're moving on. Queen of Cups, like I said, feels more like an offer than I'm a bit. Not necessarily, the word is too strong, but I'll say concerned. That's too strong. I'm a bit wary. Because this feels like multitude of kind of behind closed doors kind of offers and things like that. And there's one main one that we're taking advantage of, as it were, and moving on with. But there's others that are trying to have... It's like the energy I'm getting there is, I'm trying to think of a phrase to best describe it. There's only one approach that will work. It's divinely guided. It's all that there's only one way forward from this. And you may be bombarded with many other offers, but there's only one choice, if you get me. Others may offer trinkets and tax breaks and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? Whatever that offer is, but there's only one that will really move us on, and it's celebratory and that kind of thing. Because it almost feels like the rest is just more of the same. But it... yeah, I'll leave it as that. Final. Let's go and do the Kipper deck, because I'm, I fancy it. Plus, it was just screaming at me, going, use me quick. So, this is, this feels off. it's distracting me because this feels really off. It's like the stuff they're hiding behind, or this Rolodex of hate that I said, yeah, to kind of keep face, like the project fails, gone. But it's like now you're not in power anymore, basically. You're not in the zone anymore. You're not part of the club anymore. It's like, what's now to prevent all the rotten stuff to come out now? Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's a weird sort of kind of logic there, if you get me. Let me just cut the deck. And gift. See what I mean? The offer. Gift. Courtship. This is behind the closed doors type thing. Unexpected income. The worth, the value, the celebrations, the moving on. Official person. Keep our eyes peeled. Coffin. Death again. Dead and buried. Quite literally. I know. How do I come up with this? I don't know. But this authority figure, this official person, whoever it is over here, that kind of cause madness, that we need to keep our eyes peeled for what they say or where they go. Okay. Like I said, Queen of Cups is the gift. Unexpected income is the celebration, the value, the worth, the kind of new way forward. The courtship. There's strange bedfellows happening here that I keep mentioning throughout. But it feels as if a lot of this rottenness starts to pull apart. The bridges are broken. People start spouting, that kind of thing. Anyway, we'll leave this here for now. If you enjoyed it, please tell me a thumb you like. It generally helps out the channel. And hype if you can find it. Hide and seek game. Subscribe, ding-a-ling the bell if you haven't already. Check as well. Some people supposedly being whatever, just YouTube being YouTube. Please double check. And comment down below if you would like, if you've been reading along, if you know who some of these people are, or if you would like to suggest a future reading subject, put that down below as well. And others, please upvote so I know on those suggestions, so I know which ones are popular and that kind of malarkey. However, until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.